Hey you guys, it's Ani. Happy Friday. It's gonna be a good one. Just like every other video, I met with so many amazing clients this week and I'll be sharing some successes. But before that, I want to get into actually if you're manifesting anything, your number one do's and don'ts is what I want to get into, because I still, even though a lot of you guys come to me having watched thousands and thousands of videos and you have all the knowledge and you've tried everything, I still see a lot of people making huge mistakes when it comes to mindset. So I'm going to be talking about that mostly. So, Friday tradition, get your drinks, get your snacks, pause the video if you need to. I intend that this video resonates with you and you have an amazing Friday and an amazing weekend from this video. Good vibes. We're starting off the weekend right, you guys. I want to talk about a few points. But before that, I want to mention, if you guys haven't watched my last Friday's video, I shared that I won a huge jackpot, the biggest one I've won so far in jackpot history that I've shared with you guys on this channel. I recently won more, so I'll share those with you later in the video. But I talk about how to manifest more money in last Friday's video. It's called This Is Your Sign, that video. It's called This Is Your Sign. Talk about how one of my clients leveled up. Her SP is showing up like crazy, recreated. And all my clients were like talking about that video this week with me. So I'm so happy you guys enjoyed it. This one's going to be great as well. So you guys, if you have not tried out my courses, check them out. Even my one-on-one clients, they come to me saying, like, in between sessions, I bought your course and I see a crazy movement already. Like, I'm feeling so much more calm. Usually when they feel anxious and worried and they need to see me frequently, like, the courses keep them so stable and steady. Self-concept course, Master Your Mind, Manifest Your SP. The EFT tapping is really good. You guys are sharing so much success with me from the EFT tapping course. Check the links in the description box down below. If you need help, type in a comment and we'll help if you need a course purchase. But okay, you guys, get your journals. I want to talk about a few things I've noticed in coaching, even people that know manifestation so well. I see this in, I used to do this too. So before, like, mastering, you go through everything, you experience bumps in the road and you learn how to maneuver through them and get to your desire. One thing I've noticed a lot, you guys, is patience. So you not being, like, let's say you're manifesting a specific person, right? Or you're manifesting more money, whatever it is that you're manifesting. Even though you know that you're not supposed to really look at time, because time doesn't matter. It could literally happen tonight. It could happen tomorrow morning. It could happen a week from now. It could happen 2 weeks from now, right? It can happen for you in any moment, but constantly checking if you're a success or a failure because of the timing or how long it took or what's going on, and you're literally like self-sabotaging and you're creating more resistance when there shouldn't be as much. It's not about you can't check your 3D or you can't like look at the timing, whatever. You can, obviously you can't make mistakes. But if you want something faster, you measuring your success from the timing it's taking is very wrong. And I see a lot of people doing that. they come to me, whether it's a first-time client or whatever, they come to me saying, Ani, you know, like I've been trying to do this for this amount of time and it's not working, and I just don't know what's wrong with me or what's wrong with the situation. It's there can be literally nothing wrong, but that bridge of incidents needs to take place. And when you get your manifestation, you will get the explanation, the justification of why something took as long as it did or didn't, you know? For example, just like this tree right here, I'll show you. When I moved into this house, my new house that I manifested, I wanted one of these trees. Me and my SP were talking about it, and I wanted the green one. There's different colors. I forget what you call this tree. I think it's a karma life, I think is. I'm just mentioning it if you guys wanted to get one too. There's different colors: purple, blue, pink, red, whatever. I wanted this green one, and I wanted one. I was thinking about one. I was focusing on it, and I knew like I could go and buy it, but for some reason I didn't. I just let it be, you know? And months later, I received one as a gift, and the person giving it to me didn't even know I wanted one. They didn't even know the color I wanted it in. But what am I trying to share with you? What's the moral of this is I still got what I wanted, exactly what I wanted, specifically that brand, specifically that color, that size. I got what I wanted in a few months, and I had no resistance. I had absolutely no resistance to that. A lot of people think, oh, if you have a lot of resistance, it'll take time. If you don't have any resistance, it'll happen tomorrow, right? That didn't happen tomorrow. It took a few months. But the person gifting it to me, I didn't ask for an explanation, but they explained how they got it. And it was a great like story. It had like a cute little background to it. And it was just so interesting. And then they decided that this is gonna be something that resonates with me, right? And they gifted it to me. So I had absolutely no resistance to this thing, and it took a few months. So that's why I want to say, stop worrying about your timing. That's a number one in manifestation. A lot of people lag their manifestation way more than it would take. Like, let's say it's going to take you like 2 months to get something, right? To finally manifest it in, okay? But you constantly focusing on the timing and worrying about the timing and, oh my God, I'm not a success because it didn't happen as fast as it happened in the video I saw of that client, right? You can lag it way more because now you're presenting resistance. Now you're not in a place of, I'm okay, everything's fine, it can come to me at any time. You're in a place of, I'm doing something wrong, I need to figure out the problem to the solution to this problem. Now there is a problem and I need to figure out the solution to the problem. Two different energies. I always talk about that. There's different lanes that take you to a destination. One longer, one shorter. One with few bumps in the road, one with a bunch of bumps in the road. They're all different. There's all these different lanes, all these different realities. You can still get something, but focusing on the time of it is a big no-no because it's just gonna get you in a state that you're gonna have to then regulate yourself out of that state. You get me? So this is why I talk about nervous system regulation. So this is number 2. So number 1 was timing. You need to build more patience. because things can happen at any given moment. But when you present resistance from where is it, when is it going to come, you're creating now a problem when there was not one. So number one is patience. Number two, I want you to focus on regulation. When you don't, let's say, have patience, when you're tripping out, when you're anxious, when you're worried, when you feel off, when you feel like you're trying to manipulate everything all the time and you feel uneasy and things aren't just coming as easy as they used to be, then we regulate. Check yourself before you wreck yourself, okay? Regulate literally means bring yourself back to your inner calm. I don't mean like be meditating 24/7. Just come back to your calm, your present moment. This causes things to speed up. This gets your manifestations in faster when you're not focused on the past and you're not focused on the future. You're just in your now, focusing on your now as much as you can, accepting your current reality. Accepting your current reality means you are not constantly fighting with yourself. Accepting your current reality means you are not fighting in your mind with the person that needs to show up, with the boss, with the money. You're not fighting with that energy. You are okay right now, understanding that everything can change in your favor and is changing in your favor in any second. And even if you don't believe it right now, that's okay. You're just accepting yourself where you're at on your journey. That speeds up everything. I know because I've lived through it. I've done it from my experience. Everything I've manifested, I'm sharing how to do it with you now. In my courses as well, in my success stories as well. Everything I've done to get everything I want, I share with you guys. So don't just watch the video, but also apply. I challenge you to also apply these things. Okay, so number one was patience. And you can get into more detail by writing this down in your journal. Write number one, patience. And then when the video ends, after every point, I want you to write like how you could work on that for yourself. What actions can you take under each point, bullet point, to be more productive and to master this manifesting thing for yourself? So number one was patience. Number two was regulation. Number three, trust. Trust is very important. Trust doesn't always mean you have to believe. A lot of people ask, if I got $1 every time I got this question, I would be probably like a billionaire right now. You do not have to believe that your manifestation is coming in right now. You do not even have to believe that it's 100% guaranteed to you. I mean, think about it. And I talk about this in all my videos. Every time something came in for you, right before it came in, were you 100% like, did you feel that guarantee that it's coming? Probably not. I know I haven't. Even though I know manifestation, I knew it so well, even when I was in the middle of my journey. Still, right before I received something, I wasn't expecting it to come in that moment, you know? So trust. There comes a point where, here's what trust is in manifestation. Trust is yielding to this force. So you put out the order, you put out the command through your desire, through your heart's desire, right? That's you putting out the desire. Or Even you just being aware of the desire is enough for you to, for subconscious knows already, like that's something this person's heart is like desires. Your subconscious mind is not stupid. This force is not stupid. It knows because you feel something inside. You picture, you visualize. Sometimes you do it unconsciously, sometimes you do it consciously. It knows what you want. So you don't have to beat a dead horse like saying 15,000 times what you want. But after feeling or thinking of it, focusing on it, you must also practice trust. Trusting, again, means yielding to universe. It means, hey, boss, now it's your turn. I felt what I felt. I wanted what I wanted. Now it's your turn to present it to me. I'm not going to like meddle in the middle. I'm not going to meddle in the how. I'm not going to try to figure out the how. I'm not going to try to figure out the when, because I trust that even the fact that I have the desire, it's possible for me to have. I'm supposed to have it because I have the desire. I wouldn't be presented something that I'm not supposed to have. But I also can't play all roles. I am God of my reality, but I also know that this force I must yield to and trust it because it's a partnership. Okay? The force does the dirty work for you. Like, you don't have to go out and get everything. It does the dirty work for you. You know, it takes your order. You don't have to go into the kitchen and check how many people are working on it or when it'll be ready. Plus, that doesn't even make it fun. You know, you want to be served, and you're meant to be just served, not do everything. It shouldn't be a struggle. You know, sometimes it does feel like a struggle because we're not doing any of these things. We're not being patient. We're not regulating. We're not trusting, right? So I just want you to look back on things that you've manifested. Like, just even remind yourself, ask yourself, when I manifested this, was I trying to manipulate it when it came in? No, it just comes in when you're okay with your current reality. When you're accepting of your current reality, that's when it comes in, because that's when the resistance of everything is low. Your vibration isn't carrying so much resistance. So that's when this force is like, okay, this is the best time to present it to this person. They're not presenting extra resistance on top of everything, you know? If it is making sense so far, you guys comment down below. I really help. The courses really help. EFT tapping really helps with regulation, you guys. So many clients that took my self-concept and master your mind, there's also things I teach you in there that help. I talk about it in these videos too, all the time. So number 1 is patience. Number 2 is regulation. Number 3 is trust. Number 4, maybe I should throw a number 4 in there, is number 4. What should number 4 be? I feel like there's a lot of tips, but for the main priorities. Okay, number 4. When in doubt, you prioritize yourself. When in doubt. So when you don't know what to do, when you feel like you're doing too much specific work, too many specific affirmations, too much putting on this person on a pedestal, and you feel exhausted, and you feel like you just don't want to do anything anymore, that is your cue to put yourself first. You can never go wrong with putting yourself first, because guess what? You're doing the most with putting yourself first. When you put yourself first, and what do I mean by putting yourself first? Even being in the present moment and regulating your nervous system is you putting yourself first. Even you doing something you love right now, and you don't want to focus on anything else. You don't want to focus on any other problem. You don't want to find any solution for any problem right now, but just doing something that you've been putting off for you. That's you putting yourself on a pedestal in that moment. And that vibration, that frequency creates other people to come and put you on a pedestal. And the more and more you do that, the more and more they do that, because they are you pushed out. What is they are you pushed out means? They are your mirror. People are your mirror. And what you focus on, they will come and show you that that's what you focused on. So if you're focusing on you, they will come and show you that, hey, you're focused on you, I'm gonna focus on you too. If you haven't seen last Friday's video, I legit talk about everyone is you pushed out, how my client manifested her SP. The everyone is you pushed out, how he legit, like, word for word explained to her the stuff she was doing internally, like how it played out. When in doubt, you prioritize you. Now, when you're already doing that and you're feeling good, you're not feeling all those negative things, then it's okay to go in, like, it's okay to do specific work. But when you feel like your anxiety is taking over and you're just feeling exhausted, just focusing on one person and never on you, that's wrong. Okay? I hope this video helped you guys. This weekend's challenge is all these points that I mentioned, these 4 points I mentioned. Would like you to write it down in your journal. Point number 1, point number 2, point number 3, point number 4, right? So you can go back into the video and look through the points. But I believe it was number 1, patience. Number 2, regulation. Number 3, trust. And number 4, prioritizing yourself. When in doubt, prioritizing yourself. The challenge for this weekend is get your journal, write out those points, leave space under each one, and I want you to go over what are some things you can do this weekend to contribute to each one of those bullet points. And let me know in next Friday's video how well this weekend went for you. I intend, you guys, this weekend is so amazing for you. I intend this Friday, this weekend, this week coming up is filled with miracles and blessings and so much evidence for you to keep yourself motivated and keep going forward, keep persisting, because everything is meant for you. Nothing is meant to punish you. Everything is very neutral. I love you guys. If you need any of my courses this weekend or going forward for this new year, links in the description box down below. If you have any questions, email us or leave a comment in the comment section. I love you. Have an amazing weekend until I see you next weekend. Bye.